Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the week of February 28th. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Pisces, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now Pisces, you get a bonus reading this week. If you are a Pisces, which obviously you have some type of Pisces placement if you're watching this, watch the Aquarius video. I kept saying Pisces, like I think I said Pisces more in the Aquarius video than I did actually Aquarius. So, and I'm using a different deck, Pisces, and Aquarius had the Queen and the King of Wands next to each other in that reading. And again, I'm using a completely different tarot deck, so that's pretty wild. They also had the Three of Cups, so you get a bonus reading. Definitely check that other one out as well, the Aquarius reading for this week. So, all right, we're doing a pyramid spread here. I'm going to put this deck right there. And okay, so right now Pisces are potentially attracting a counterpart into their lives, okay? This came up in the Aquarius reading, which was basically a Pisces reading as well. And now this is coming in for you too. And the thing is, Pisces, is I do feel like for some of you, this will be a very deep connection, and I'm talking like, when I say deep connection, I'm talking like potentially a past life between you and this other person. This is probably going to be a love reading. I will try to bring in messages for career and finance as well, but basically I do see that Pisces right now, their love energy is very good. This is the week that we enter into Pisces season as well, so definitely good to see that. So you have this Queen of Wands as your overall card, and the Queen of Wands represents attraction in the tarot. The Queen of Wands is attractive to many people by being their most authentic self, being the most authentic version of the Queen of Wands. And they will always be able to juggle tasks and priorities with ease. And, you know, if you give the Queen of Wands multiple tasks, they will complete it. And they do what they do with an element of passion. And so they are not only attractive to people, but they're also attractive to businesses, team environments, and people really get inspired by a Queen of Wands type of person. And so for you, you're clearly attracting at this time, but authenticity is going to be very important as well in this week. Now, in the past, you have the Three of Cups and the Temperance card. So the Three of Cups is potentially a social gathering or a social event, Pisces. And so this can mean that you've maybe, you know, I don't know, went out and did something. Maybe you signed up for a class. Maybe you went out with friends, whatever the case may be. And this might have been a healing event for you, or this might have been a healing moment. The Temperance card can represent healing after change. And the Three of Cups is, of course, all about joy, celebration. You can see the three friends here, or the three sisters, dancing on the cups above. The cups are overflowing. And so for some of you here, you have absolutely had a really nice situation with a group or an event or a class or something like that in the past. And what's interesting here is the Temperance card is Sagittarius energy. You do have two fire signs counterparts here showing up. So some of you could be absolutely attracting a Sagittarius or another fire sign into your life, or just somebody who's extremely passionate. And remember, they could have fire at any point in their chart. That doesn't have to be their sun sign. But the Temperance card can represent soulmates. And it says that as you balance yourself out, because the Temperance card is all about balance, as you balance yourself out, a soulmate or somebody you're deeply connected with arrives. And I'm not like the labels, you know, whatever label you want to use. This could maybe be a twin flame. I don't really know. I like to use divine counterpart as a kind of a catch-all label, but you could just think of it as somebody who you have an extremely deep connection with. And it might literally, some of you might literally resonate with this idea of the twin flame, because we have all this fire energy here. You can see the flame here in each one of these cards. You have 3 of the 4 cards are wands, and a temperance card is a fire sign. So this could certainly be that type of energy as well, if that's something that you resonate with. If not, it's just a deep person or a deep connection that you have. I've said that 100 times, but it just keeps coming in. So you have this King of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So the King of Wands is the entrepreneur in the tarot. So if you're still with me here and you're still watching and you're not here for love, this can represent you maybe going out on your own, branching out and going into business for yourself. It says that you have a lot of gifts and you have a lot of talents to really, do that. And you definitely have an ability to, be the star of the show at the very least. Like if you work for someone, you may be in charge, or you just may be, the most passionate person in the room. And then along with that, the 4 of Wands, going back to this love reading, which I think the love situation, which I think this reading is more about love. 4 of Wands can represent marriage. I do see that you are meeting somebody here. Many of the Pisces here will be meeting somebody in February into March. And this could be somebody who is potentially a long-term marriage partner, as you have this 4 of Wands, but it also came in the Aquarius reading, where again, I kept saying Pisces in that reading. And so you should definitely watch the Aquarius reading. But this person that you are finding here, this could be somebody who is a marriage partner in the future. You could get married in the future. But let's go ahead and move up the chain here. So you have more fire energy with the Strength card, the 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Wands. Look at all this fire energy, okay? So many wands. And the thing is, the Strength card is the sign of Leo. It is the Leo card. Leo, of course, is a fire sign. You could be attracting a Sag, Leo, or Aries into your life at this time. Somebody with those qualities. But the Strength card really represents overcoming an internal obstacle. It says that you have the strength, you have the power and the courage to, face whatever difficulty you are dealing with. But again, this difficulty is maybe something to do with confidence, maybe something to do with self-esteem or self-worth. It's dealing with those types of issues, Pisces, that will really help you. You also have this 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles here is long-term investments paying off. It's a very nice card to find. If you've been, manifesting, if you've been putting money or time into an investment, the 7 of Pentacles can say that perhaps it's time for you to harvest that investment, or to reap the harvest here. Now, of course, this is not financial advice, but this person, you can see the basket that they're holding is literally about to reap some type of harvest, okay, that they've been working towards, that they've been diligently sort of building and accumulating here. And so it's a very nice card for long-term situations. Again, going back to relationships, this is a long-term passionate union between you and another person coming in, someone with fire-like qualities here. 3 of Pentacles can indicate your teammates or your teamwork or team environments. You can see the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups here. The 3s can represent Trinity, unity, other people being involved with you in whatever aspect you find yourself in. And I think that's what it is. Some of you could have met this person through a friend of a friend, or some of you might have, just had like a nice social situation here recently. Could it be a workplace romance? It certainly could be. Could it be a colleague or somebody who works in the same type of area that you work in? Yeah, certainly could be. Like you might be a lawyer, they might be a lawyer, or whatever the case may be. You might be both accountants or whatever it is. And then you also have this 9 of Wands here as well, which is really telling you to persevere and to not give up. So, this is potentially also somebody who's defensive, timid, or shy. The thing is, with the 9 of Wands, be careful that you do not miss out on somebody who, be careful that you do not miss out on a connection because you're still working through this self-confidence situation here. I would say there's something around confidence or self-esteem that's coming in that I think is coming in for you to review and maybe work through, which I think is common. Let's move up the pyramid here. So you have the 4 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and you also here have the Chariot. Okay, so this is interesting. So the Chariot, number 7, and the Strength card, number 8, are very similar energies, and both cards indicate overcoming obstacles or overcoming difficulties. The difference is the Strength card talks about overcoming internal obstacles, maybe self-confidence, maybe self-esteem. The Chariot represents overcoming external obstacles, maybe literally dealing with a challenging person or dealing with a problem in your environment, or a life problem, anything like that. But the key message is that you're overcoming those things. Okay, you're overcoming those things and you're working through it quickly. Now, this Queen of Cups, this could represent you. This could be a Pisces sign here. The Queen of Cups, I like to say, is like the therapist of the tarot. And, this could be somebody who really acts as a way shower for you. You could be trying to maybe help yourself out as well. When you get the Queen of Cups and it's an aspect of yourself, it may tell you to have compassion for yourself, to take it easy on yourself, do something like that. The Four of Cups here as well, boredom and apathy. The thing is, some of you may have been, here's the thing about the Four of Cups is, it more so in this case, it's less about boredom and apathy, and it's more about being careful that you do not miss out on something. You can see this person's looking at this cup, but they are not acting on it. This cup represents an alternative solution, but they're thinking about these the way it used to be with the Three Cups. You see the Three of Cups here in the past. They're thinking about the way they used to engage with the Three of Cups, but now there's this new way, and it says you may want to pay attention to this new way or this new person that's coming in. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so some of you are it's interesting because you have you've created a strong connection with somebody. You've met somebody who's extremely compatible, but you're towing the line, you're dancing on this line of, do I want to be independent and single, or do I want to be in a relationship? Because Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords rather, and the Nine of Wands, all three cards can represent solo, single, independent energy in relationships, single energy. Now, it doesn't mean that any one of these three cards can't be in a relationship. What it does say is that if you do find these cards in relationships, they are independent, okay? They have their own job, they have their own money, they have their own bank account, they have their own thing going on. So some of you, I feel like, are wanting to find that balance, and I think you can. The Nine of Pentacles is financial independence. The Queen of Swords is somebody who's the assassin in the tarot. I like to say that they are the assassin in the tarot. They will not let anyone push them around or bully them or do anything like that. They will let go of anything that's standing in their way. And so let's go ahead and see what's at the top of the pyramid here. Tower. Here's what's going on. So let me tell you why this is not a bad thing. The Tower represents a revelation in this instance. So notice how there are no doors on the Tower, Pisces. Do you see here? There are no doors. This person who's falling out of the Tower has literally constructed a prison. Okay, they have no way of getting out of this, but guess what? Now they do. The thunder and lightning has come in to open a door for them, and they are now able to come out of the imprisonment that they've put themselves in. And so this is actually a blessing in disguise. This is also potentially just a divine revelation. I feel it's like this clap of thunder and lightning that comes into your life and shakes your perspective up. I think the reality is that some of you found somebody here. You were not expecting it. This is a surprise that you met somebody. And I feel like maybe this is now asking you to take a look at, do you actually want to do this? You also have this Eight of Swords, which is also a card of mental imprisonment, putting yourself into some sort of mental imprisonment. So this is a big theme for you. This is amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, please do consider going and watching that Aquarius video. I said it 100 times, but it was literally like an extremely similar reading, and I said Pisces 100 times. So I don't always do this, but I felt like I need to tell you. So thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.